very first official NBA playing time. We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Floyd.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Terry outside. Three-pointer. Rebound by Nurkic. The Nuggets trail by 6. And Jusuf Nurkic, really a big, good-looking young prospect. He's the guy that took Mozgov's place in Denver.
Yeah, originally, Kevin, drafted by the Bulls at number 16, then traded to Denver, as you indicated. His sheer size alone, 7 feet, 280. That makes him a force on the glass.
Fires from the line. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Arthur's got his first points of the night. Rockets leading by 4. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Laverne, he's checked in for Nurkic.
In for the Nuggets, Joffrey Laverne.
Harden draws the double. Outside, Jones. It's Harden with the drive. Good. Harden's got his second bucket.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
The Nuggets trail by 6. 43 seconds left in the first. Freak kicks to Harris. Nailed from three-point land. Harris has got 5.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Harden draws the double. Here's Brewer. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Laverne passes to Floyd. Chandler kicks to Freak. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Floyd scores his first basket here in the NBA, the beginning to hopefully a long and prosperous career. Harden comes up empty down low.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he...
Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now,
you know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective. So for the Rockets, Moniunas comes in for Josh Smith. And James Harden subbed in for Jason Terry. Big group substitution here for Denver.
And, you know, Denver was not that good against the West last season, but they weren't as bad as you would have thought. Managed to get 19 wins against the rest of the conference, and we know how tough the West is, so that's not shabby.
Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Moniunas and Howard, the post pair. And it's Ariza in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Chandler outside. Jokic passes to Chandler. Now here's Freak, defended by Beverly. Freak dishes to Fareed. And that one hits back iron. Well, and last year for the Nuggets, they were really searching, and they finished 12th in the Western Conference. Greg, they were 30-52.
You know, not a great place to be.
No,
let's face it. I mean, Kevin, Denver never really had a shot at the postseason, but weren't good enough to land a high draft pick either.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Guys, I'm not sure there's a better star player who's a better fit for his team's philosophy than James Harden. Clark reflects the Rocket system perfectly.
I don't think you're wrong on that, Kevin. I mean, the Rockets, an analytically minded team. They love layups, free throws, and threes. Harden can get all of those done.
Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Fareed.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Now here's Freak, defended by Beverly. Freak kicks to Arthur. Drops it in from 11 feet.
And Harden, either intentionally or not, is really the poster child for a new era of analytics that's starting to drive basketball. I mean, he generates a lot of points, but most importantly, he does it with tremendous efficiency, in part because he lives at the free throw line. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And, you know, for the Rockets, acquiring James Harden might be the trade of the decade. You look at what they gave up, and it's hard to argue that they didn't win that transaction in a big way.
It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Chandler.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Kicks it to Brewer. Over in the corner, Beverly. Houston moving the ball around. Brewer, good. Brewer's got 6.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Now here's Freak, defended by Beverly. That's tipped. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden kicks to Brewer. Lets it go from deep. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And it's a 10-point Houston lead.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Now here's Freak, defended by Beverly. And here's Freak. It'll count. And no good trying to get that one. And so we conclude. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
What a performance.
So for the Rockets, Capella's checked in, and Jones subbed in for Trevor Ariza. A different look for Denver.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Rockets.
Better shooting from the charity stripe was what made the difference, I think, Clark, in this one.
And I think it was a matter of concentration, Kevin. They really locked in from the line.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Harden. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, Floyd, he's in at point guard. Nurkic is out there with Laverne. Then it's Arthur, and it's Harris in at the 2 guard. Here's Floyd. Rebounded by Capella.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Jones kicks to Beverly. That's good. And the Rockets lead by 18.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
And stolen by Freak. Releases. Misses the shot. So we see Houston take